What do all these have to do with one another? They're all scraps of past Stampin' Up DSP that I have in my stash, just sitting around collecting dust. So I thought what I would do is put some Christmas cards together for you to get some inspiration to pull your scraps out, whether it's for your holiday cards or any cards, even a birthday card, and put something creative and lovely together. So let's get started, shall we? All right, the first one that I'm going to pull out, I found this when I was digging through my scraps that I never made a card into. So what I thought I would do is take this card front and run it through this embossing folder. Just quickly pull out my stamp cut and emboss machine. It's very well loved, as you can see, cracks and all. So I'm just going to slip my cardstock in here. Might help if I open it the right way. Stick it in like so. Might also help too if I put the right plate in. I'm off to a great start, aren't I? Alrighty. Just quickly run it through. Sorry for the shaking. My camera's attached to my workspace. Stick those aside. So see, I've added some texture. Going to pull out my bone folder, refold it. I'll put some glue on this. I'm going to pull out my silicone sheet because I'm going to use some of the, people call it white glue, multi-purpose glue. I just have it in a different container. And I'm just going to add some spots of glue. Whoops, now it's coming out really heavy. I'm just going to dot it so that everything sticks. So the beauty of this silicone sheet is that the glue doesn't stick to it, which is awesome. You know, normally I would have this glue all over my work surface and I'd put my hand in it and then it would stick to my project. Not good. I'm going to stick it to this. Presto. Put my silicone sheet away. And I'm going to stick this on. Actually, I think I'll use dimensionals. These are hexagon shaped pieces that make your piece of art or banner or sentiment, whatever you decide. Stand up. And because this says joy on it already, I'm not going to add another sentiment. Take the pieces off, stick it on. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add a gold bow. I like double bows, so I'm just going to do a quick double bow. Get it through my fat fingers. I don't think it wants to double bow. I'll just single bow it and cut it with this pretty gold ribbon. it up. Get out my snips. Give it a little trim. And then I'm going to put a dimensional underneath it. Make it pop. There we go. One card down. I'm just going to put this on the inside. Give it some Stampin' Seal. And then I think what I'll do is I will add a sentiment. Let's see. Merry Christmas to you. How about joy? This is a good one. So this is from the Christmas Barn stamp set. And I'm going to use this May Joy Fill Your Heart This Season in Cherry Cobbler, because that's the color of this design cardstock. I just re-inked this, so I'm hoping it'll come out well. Perfect. Alright, card number 1. Close my ink. Clean my stamp. Now this is just the Stampin' Up chamois. You wet it and it comes clean. It's actually pretty clean. It's stained by the red ink. Put it back in here. Alright, next card. Next card I have, I pulled this piece of cardstock out, and I happened to find this leftover piece from a past paper pumpkin and some old die cut pieces. So I'm going to start by folding my card base. And then I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal to the front. Put that on. Center it. Stick it. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Because it was crushed. So I'm just going to trim it. But I thought it would look good cute behind this. So again, I'm going to give it some of my multi-purpose glue. Pull out my silicone sheet. Just dot it a bit. Make sure you can see it. Doesn't want to come out because I had it on its side. Alright. Put the glue back the way that it was. I'm going to stick this up here. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. But see, these are just scraps that I had hanging around, pieces left over from previous projects or something that I had to cut off. I actually stamped this already with Love and Hope. So I'm going to put this on this banner that I just happened to find in my scraps. going to put some dimensionals on that. I'm going to put these on. And then I have some of the red and green adhesive back pearls. I think I'll just stick that like that. To decorate it, I thought it would add just a little something. Give it a little extra. Whoops. I usually do pretty well with my nails, but I'm going to take your pick tool because they're a little small. But I just wanted to add a little something. And I think I will put this little green one in the center here. There. And then I have a piece for the inside. So this is also cherry cobbler with Love and Hope. And that came from this set, Hope and Peace. So I think I will use Wishing You Hope and Peace this of Christ this season. And I think I'll need a D block. So Stampin' Up blocks come in all different sizes. This is a D block, which is like 2 1/4 inches by 2 1/4, I think. Something like that. 3 inches. Alright, close it up. Let me clean it. Because if I don't clean it, I'll knock it on something. Alright. Put it back in here. Get some Stampin' Seal. And it doesn't have to be pretty, it just needs to stick. Alright, card number 2. Let's see, what do I have for card number 3? Card number 3. Whoops, taking 3 and 4 at the same time. Not good. Okay. I have some old cardstock here. I'm going to fold. And then I have some designer series paper from last year that I'm going to use. And believe it or not, most of these were already cut to this size. I just had to trim a little bit off of one of these. And then I'm going to put a banner across the middle on this white cardstock. And I'm going to stamp it in, I pulled all my colors out, Fresh Freesia. And I want something long and skinny. Let's see what I can find. I have all kinds of stamp sets here. I think I will use this. It's the most wonderful time of the year. don't know, will it fit? Yep, it will. It just fits across my D block. I just have to make sure it's straight. So what I do to make sure it's straight is I put it on my grid paper and then put the block on top of it. Get it inked up. Center it. Clean it. It's a good habit to get into, cleaning them right away. Otherwise, you end up with all your blocks all covered in stamps, and then they fall, and it's not a pretty picture. Alright, stamp and seal. Gotta put this right across the middle. Alright, and I was debating, I think I'll use these. Just because the colors are in it. And these are some older, the blue gems are an older product also. But that's what I'm trying to do, is use up what I have in my stash. Alright, so I think I will say Merry Christmas to you and yours. It's in this same set. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to stamp it in the same color, Fresh Freesia. A little squeaky. There. Close it up. Clean it. Put it away. Alright, then we'll put the inside in. Line it up, center it, stick it in. Card number 2. Alright, let's see what else I have. Alright, I had these scraps I thought were pretty. And they were already cut that size. And then I stamped this and fussy cut it from the November paper pumpkin stamps. I just thought that it went well with it. So I'm going to need a sentiment for the front and a sentiment for inside. And I think I will use this Trimming the Tree. Sending Christmas Cheer. Sending Christmas Cheer. And on the inside, Happy Holidays. Alright, so this is a C block, and this is a B block, and I'm going to do it in real red, because that's the color, this red is real red. Alright. Happy Holidays for the inside, and Sending Christmas Cheer for the outside. close it up. Clean them. I'll put them away. And now let's assemble. Get my bone folder. My Stampin' Seal. Put it on the inside. Center it. There we go. And then Stampin' Seal for the outside. I think I'll do them all at the same time. And the banner. And I'm going to use my silicone sheet for this last one so that I don't get the stick on here. There we go. Now it just wants to stick to me. Alright. So I'm going to center it. Stick. Center it. Stick. And I know those go two different directions. That's how I planned it. Stick. And the candy cane. But it's really sticky. Doesn't want to come off of me. Alright, and then I have some of these wonderful gems, that's what it's called. And this is also old gems that were just sitting around, so why not? Use up what you've got. Just because the new stuff is shiny and beautiful doesn't mean that's what you have to use all the time. So there we go. Oh, look, a runaway. Alright, card number 4. Card number 5. This too was from last year. Isn't that pretty? I really liked that. And this is mint macaron. Fold it. And I thought this just kind of spoke itself, just like the very first card we did, or the second card actually. Not much you need to do. It's just pretty as it is, I think. However, I do have a banner, and I have inside. And I also found all these little packages and things that I had cut up from this set of designer series paper. It's amazing what you find. Most of them are presents. Some of them are trees. But they're pretty, aren't they? But I think I'm going to stick one of those on the inside of the card. Now, let's see, sentiments. How about, I did like this set. What'll fit on my banner? How about just Merry Christmas? That'll look pretty. And on the inside, may knowing Christ bring you peace for today, hope for tomorrow, and joy for every season. And I'm going to do it in mint macaron. Alright, let's see. Put that on the C, and this on the D block. Sorry about that squeak. Alright, this goes on the inside. Line it up. Perfect. And this goes on the banner. Line it up. Awesome. Close it up. Stick this on the inside. And remember, I wanted to stick this too. Just thought it would give us something a little extra. I'll put that in the bottom right. Then I'm going to use dimensionals on this banner. And I also have ribbon for a bow. Let's try a double bow again. Yeah, this is a little longer than that gold was. Plus it's also a little bit more pliable. The gold, the metal just doesn't like to work as much. There we go. There's a nice pretty double bow. If it'll come apart. I'm just going to trim the edges. Make them all nice and pretty. Put that in my trash. And I'm going to use a glue dot to stick this on. So I'll put that on the back here. Get my sentiment. It's so pretty, I hate covering anything up, but I think I'll put it in the bottom middle. And then put the bow just above it. And I have some gems here from the special purchase of the Waves bundle. And as you can see, some are green and some are blues. And I'm going to use these middle blues because I think that's what goes the best with the blues. All right. Is that card number 5? All right, next card. I had this beautiful piece of designer series paper, and it has like a copper metal. See that? And I already had this piece just the way it is, so I thought I would put that on the front. But like I said, half of these pieces are just sitting there waiting to be used. And then I pulled out some vanilla. I already had this cut and this cut, believe it or not. I thought I would put that here and this underneath. Let's see what would match. How about this? May your season be merry and bright. I think that will fit well there. And then where did the happy holidays go? Did I not pull it off? I lost it already. Can you believe that? Well, I can because that's me. I don't know where it went. Alright, well, we'll find something else to put there. How about just a Merry Christmas? Too many to pick from. How about from the brightest glow? May your season be merry and bright. Merry Christmas. All right. I'm going to do this in Old Olive. Oh, look, it's stuck to the in Old Olive. Yeah. And I also thought what I would do, oh, better clean my stamps before I get mad at myself. And I don't think I cleaned the previous stamps, did I? Nope. So I'll clean them all at the same time. But see, like I said, if you don't do it right after, you end up with all of them all piled up, covered with all your... All right. And then I don't remember what box I got it out of. Alright, we'll clean it up when we're done. So I thought I would take this piece and just add a little bit on the bottom for some extra. I'm going to pull out my cutter. Because I just want a little piece. Or I could do top and bottom. Let's see, this is 1.5 inches, so if I did 3/4, I could do one on the top and one on the bottom. It's even pretty on the back, isn't it? Okay. And then I want to put dimensionals on here. Put some Stampin' Seal. Line it up. Yeah. Let's see. I had they aren't the right color, but I think just adding a little bit of red will give it some jazz. There. Card number 6, I think. Alright. And then I have lost the little piece. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. These pieces cut. Thought they were really pretty. Just to stick on. Very similar to the last card, but different design. Oh, let me fold this first. Now remember, this is just all stuff that I had lying around, and I'm sure you guys have some too. You just have to use what you've got. I'm going to stick this on the inside. And I'm going to use what color was I going to use on this? I don't know. I can't remember what color I was going to put on here. Maybe I didn't decide that. Well, it's Coastal Cabana, so we'll use Coastal Cabana. And let's see. That will fit. Wishing you a season of hope and light. Put that on the front. And then hoping your Christmas shines bright with the love of family and friends. I'll put that on the inside. Make sure I got enough ink on it. That's good. The inside. Close my ink. Clean it. Stamp and seal. Some dimensionals. So I hope this encourages you to pull out your stuff. And I don't know about you, but it seems like I always have one or two cards short. Alright, embellishments. I have these little snowflakes that I haven't used much because they're seasonal. And then you like them so much you don't use them, but I'm going to put them on here. Oops. And they're kind of iridescent. I don't know if you can tell that. But I'm going to put quite a few on here because I really like just give it that snowfall look. Put them in the center of a couple of snowflakes. There. Alright, the last card I have, this was from a DSP from last year. And yes, it was just hanging around. But what I thought I would do, again, is pull out my stamp cut and emboss machine. And it calls for, see right here, 1, 3, 3. 1, 3, 3. Because this is not a 3D embossing folder. So we're going to take this piece of white cardstock, sandwich it in, pull out my machine, and run it through. snowflakes. I'm going to put that on there. So I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to use Stampin' Seal on the back of this and on the back of this. Center it. Off to the left. And then I have a piece of sentiment. That looks awful big though, doesn't it? Just going to use this with, I have Memento, and I also pulled out the smoky slate, which I thought would look cute with it. You know what, I think I'm just going to leave that like that. Add some of these snowflakes. No. Add some of these silver adhesive back pearls. I think would look better. Just on a couple of the snowflakes. Then I won't add a sentiment. I think it's busy enough. Whoops, dropped it. Need my pick tool. One more. There. That's kind of cool, huh? So I'll do a smoky slate sentiment, and I think just plain Merry Christmas will do. Then I'll show you all the cards that we've done. Stampin' Seal. All right. So here are all the cards that we just did. Scraps. Just hanging around. Sitting around. So what did we do? 8 cards. Awesome. 8 more cards off my list. So, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Look for me again next week. I don't know what I'll do next week, but something inspiring. Until then, happy stampin'. If you need anything, would like to subscribe to my newsletter, need more inspiration, visit my website, ybstamp.com. Thank you.